Hi, good afternoon. I'm Siti and this is Atikah and
Hi.
she is with her daughter Bella. We are here to actually talk about women, young ladies who face adversity in their life and how they overcome it. So Atikah, thank you for coming.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So Atikah, how old were you when you found out you become a mother?
When I first found out that I'm a mom is when I was 18. It was quite late also. I just get to know when she's around like 5-6 months.
Mommy.
Or earliest 4 months. Which is on 2018. And I officially became a mom is when I'm 19. Yeah.
So just after your birthday, right?
Yeah, after my birthday is on 2nd March, so hers is 18 March. So it's 14 days apart.
14 days apart.
Yeah.
Wow. Same birthday month, eh? Nice.
Not nice.
Okay. So, what are your challenges being a young single mother?
When I have to go out and I need to overcome all of my strangest anxieties when I go out. Because I have this kind of fear whereby if it's crowded, way too crowded, I just get afraid and starts to hear someone talk to me whereby no one is talking to me, then someone is staring at me whereby no one is looking at me, that kind of thing. Yeah, whereby everyone is like on the phone because nowadays everything is on gadgets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my fears lah. And also another thing is when every time that I need to, answer those makciks or pakciks ask like, where's the father? Aren't you married? This is your daughter? Are you sure? Not your sister? And I'm like, yeah, that's my daughter. And sometimes, most of the time when she was young back then, like before she reached 1.5, everyone keep mistaking her as a boy. Then to the extent that sometimes I really got pissed lah because of like, I still haven't yet to overcome like, as in a parenthood, that kind of thing. Because that point of time I'm still young. Even actually now I'm still young. Okay. So they keep like mistaken and I get really mad at me lah. To the extent I say, boy, you cannot see it properly, is it? That kind of thing. Yeah. So it's quite awkward lah sometimes when they keep like mistaken. Your son lah. Then I'm like, yeah.
So, I would say that you were sharing with us that you have panic attacks. You have, when you start panicking, you have this feeling that staring at you and then someone talking to you. I understand that fear lah.
To the extent that most of the time, even actually until now, so if like I go out or what and she's asleep, that's where that I have my opportunity for a while to plug in my earbuds and listen to loud songs.
Be alone in your own space.
Yeah.
You're sharing that makcik or it's actually aunties, right? Would have snide remarks, would actually ask you, oh, you're unmarried, where's the father? I think because in Asian culture, it is quite frowned upon to have child of a wedlock, and they have this judgmental and discrimination against women who apparently didn't abort the child. Yeah, when it's out of wedlock. So it's quite unfair. I understand that. And so how do you actually overcome these snide remarks?
Sometimes I just smile and go off. Which is actually not really sometimes, but most of the time. Because of like I don't know how to like communicate with elderlies. Yeah, because like the way normally I speak in real life with my friends or my family, right, it's way too open that sometimes could really make the elderly offended.
Yeah. So it's best to walk away, which is good. She doesn't want to be rude or appear rude, even though she feels that she's being straightforward and being true to who she is. And I would say that earlier you say about being young. Yeah, you are young in age, but I think when we start to become a mother and we take that responsibility, in especially being a single mother myself, providing for our child and being there as a mother and a father figure for our kids, we are actually much more mature than our peers.
Not when I meet my friends.
Yeah. I got it up, but in some restaurant aspect, right, we actually take, it's quite a big responsibility to be a parent, and you know you need to learn to be patient. A lot of things that we learn along the way, and our child is usually our teacher also. You know?
Yeah. And even also I become extremely childish and immature in front of my boyfriend. And good thing about that being a single mom is that currently now I have a boyfriend. So it really makes my partner to accept her more. Yeah. Because he also still like, you know, so-called virgin. Yeah. Virgin in this kind of like parenthood.
Yeah.
So both of us like so-called virgin. So we try like sorts of ways to do something about it so that, you know, she's like coping well and growing up in the right way. Instead of like, you know, she's being like some kids who really suffers from those kind of traumatized issues.
Like abandonment.
Negligence.
Neglected.
Yeah. So because for me is that I don't want my child or my children in the future to feel that way, because of we don't like our past to be the same.
Yeah.
Because like the last time, the few eras back is way how they grow up is totally different to now. So like I'm trying to like, you know, make things to like have a breaker. To stop everything so that we can start fresh.
So you're saying in a way is that you do not want your child to suffer how you suffered before, or how you've seen others that was like gone through, like your friends or your friends' children, you know, life have been, and you do not want that as much for your child. You want to make a change for the better.
Because like it's a good thing if you know you can like, you know, change your ways so that your child is growing well. Because you will be like uncomfortable to hear like if you send your child to school and then like, the teachers come back saying that hey, your child is a big bully. You know, your child has been like beating other students, that kind of thing. So like I don't want that things to happen. Trying to avoid as much as I can.
So being a parent, me might agree with me lah. We have to accept our child for who they are, the good and the bad, the whole thing, right? You cannot be like, oh, I just want you to be like this, I don't want you to be like that.
Because they have their own hidden talent also.
And
I also cannot like blame her if, let's say, for example, again, it happens in school or outside in public, like some parents or teachers like saying that, hey, your child is being like this, being like that. I can't like fault my own child if, let's say, I never hear any sex party kind of stories. You may never know if really your child is at fault. Because every parent have their own like, you know, ways to take care of their child and like how to make them as their role model or whatsoever. So basically, right, for me, when it comes to like my child, I'm very overprotective. So I don't like to blame her alone if I felt that she's not at home. Because the way how I take care of her at home is totally different when she's been taken care of at school. Because right now she's in childcare. So I really don't know what exactly happened. Maybe some teachers are nice, some teachers are not. So we also don't know. Some students are okay, some students are not. So I can't blame totally on her. Like, to the extent that it brings her those kind of like feelings of being embarrassed. Because my daughter also has, you know, feelings also. They have their own dignity and everything.
So in a way you accept her personality, and then you know you will hear from the whole perspective. You look at both sides, look at the whole picture instead of one-sided, and you wouldn't do the normal tiger mom Asian culture, you know. More of a open concept. Where
Because
you
like
have
the way how I've
trust.
been brought up is that I'm in an open family whereby we need two-sided stories. So to know that who started first and what actually happened. And what, like for example, last time when I'm in school, I've been always bullied due to like people keep talking about my mom's past, which is untrue. That I got really mad to the extent that I fought back. That kind of thing. Which by like I do really get pissed, and to the extent that I have extreme anger management. Yeah, because I'm a person who is that no matter how bad or imperfect my family is, nobody has the right to judge or like talk about my family. Same goes to other people also. If about their family, they will always be like, this minarik word fanatic. That kind of thing. Yeah. So I'm a person who is like very protective when it comes to family, because for me is that family is always my first priority.
That's good.
So far, yes, it's because of like I've been going for like psychiatry, and been taking medication to calm myself down. And even if I am not taking any medication, so most of the time that when I did not take my medication, what I always do is that I try to avoid crowded areas. Yeah, because like when I feel those kind of like attacks coming in, I do really get extremely angry. Yeah.
So you have got tools and resources on how to get her.
Yeah, the best way is not going out lah. Yeah, wait until my boyfriend bring us out, go jalan-jalan, because my daughter likes to go to arcade. Yeah, so like most of the time when we go out, we only like go eat like our dinner. Yeah, because every time if he finish work, it will be night. So we just go for our early dinner, then after that we go play arcade until I think the shop close again. Yeah, because like once she entered the arcade, she doesn't want to go home. Yeah, but the one who will be like need to like put the tickets in and everything is us. Then she will just sleep.
She likes noise, I think. She likes the environment.
She likes the environment of making her very active so that she can run around.
Yeah.
But for me, as for myself, is that I like things to be like something like very high, but it's just that I am just too afraid to face the surroundings.
Yeah.
I don't even know why, but that is how my fear is lah. Yeah. Which I still coping and also trying to make a change also, because of like my daughter is growing like very fast. They stand very tall. So I need to like change a bit lah here and there.
What gives you the strength to face adversity these years?
Actually a lot, but what I always do is like I have few jobs. Like I used to be a host for in Bigo Live, which is my friend's agency. And then after that, currently now I've been like working with my Bigo friend, which is doing for usher or admin for the red zones for the Royal Caribbean. Yeah. Then like for my free time, I always do Grab. Because like the more that I move, the more I avoid people. That kind of thing. The only thing that I have to face people is when I need to be a usher, because I need to direct them to their stations. Or like if I am an admin, I need to do their registration, need to ask their details, that kind of thing. That is the only thing that I need to face lah. Other than that, after work I just straight go home.
So the strength that you get is from your daughter?
Yeah, because like you need something to make yourself to keep going. So what I always make myself motivated is whenever I switch on my phone, I see my lock screen, I see my boyfriend and my daughter holding hand, and I'm like, so sweet, okay lah. Jom mandi lah, gitu. That kind of thing.
Yeah. So your daughter gave you life purpose and directions in your life.
Yeah.
Especially now, compared now to before you have her. Would you say that?
Because I've been having with her and my boyfriend is ever since I've been together with my boyfriend for the past 2 years, ever since she's born. And recently, like around few months, or like because I get together with him is like after 4 months. That I think she's around 4 months old. Yeah. So I realized that their birthday is the same, like side by side. Like she's 18 and he's 19 and I'm second, that kind of thing, So like the way how he moved on with his life also, and most of his life all around in a cycle, right, is almost the same.
Yeah, personality also the same.
Yeah. So like if there's anything that we have to share, then we just share. Like to give like each other's opinions, suggestions, and that kind of thing to like maintain like a healthy relationship. So it can be a good role model for her as she grows up.
Yeah.
That is why like for me, things that really encourage me is whenever I see like my boyfriend, my daughter, because to me currently now what only important is both of them now. Yeah. Even if I have episodes of depression or any anxiety attacks, normally my boyfriend will become the victim because of like I couldn't control my emotions and everything. But he managed to overcome and make myself calm. And then after that, he always remind me to like, you know, whatever you do, you need to think of your daughter.
Yeah.
Because he also learned from his friend who like, you know, some of them are married already, right? And some of them are also a single parent. So, or like be a divorcee. Yeah. So they always says that no matter what happens, you need to like, you know, look at your daughter or your side, because like your child sees everything. So to them is that when we learn something, right, is always direct translate. So to them is, oh, my mom is crying is because of, oh, this person is bad. So when as she grows, then everyone will be bad person lah. Yeah. So he says that he doesn't want that to happen, because the only ones that always motivates me is my mother. Yeah. Because she is active.
Yeah.
So she needs something to play around. So I'll be active also, although I'm actually a lazy person. Yeah.
Active in other ways, yeah.
Yeah, because she likes to like, you know, play around inside the house. She is 24/7. If she's never
On your feet.
Yeah, she never sleep. She will just play around. She fall, she get up, she cry a while, then she play again.
So it's nice to have a partner who supports you and not bring you down and lift you up actually, and knows how to handle you.
Yeah.
And especially in the way that you are able to be, you are receptive about it, you know. So the way he speaks to you is where you are able to back and do reflection, like something like therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because like I've been stopping like myself from going for my psychiatric is since March this year. So he's been there for me, like, to know, like advise me or like things that I need to hear to, you know, like make myself, oh, he really assures me. So no matter how many times that I need his assurance, he always reassures me and tells me that nothing will happen and I will never also leave you, because like why would I, and I will never cheat, you know, that kind of thing. Like as a overthinker. Yeah. Because like for me is that what that cannot overcome is when it comes to like, you know, he never have this kind of like feeling of being a father. Neither help a child before. Then after that, he recently have to like, you know, endure for like past 2 years since she's 4 months old, right? To like, you know, overcome that. Oh, my girlfriend has a daughter.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So my fear is that like I never say most of the guys lah, but maybe some of the guys just want girls as an advantage. For me is that I'm afraid lah, like, you know, some like that point of time that he would leave me hanging unattended or like stray, that kind of thing.
It's nice to hear that he actually put you at the same position as him, you know, where he's not above you, he's not domineering, and he's also not someone who can be pushed around. And it's good to hear that, you know, he's willing to step it up, you know, to be with you.
Even
and
like,
for her.
to the extent that it does really shocks me, because of like there's this one point of time which is not long ago, I think around like 3 months ago, he suddenly like asked, do you want to get married? Then I'm like, hey, you don't play lah sia. Then after that, like, he said, no, I'm serious. Do you want to get married or not? Like, I just feel like the more that we being close to each other, right, it's hard for me to like, you know, let you go. Like, he felt like it's very unsafe if he is not around, that kind of thing. So when he trying to like so-called propose me in like a Malay way, I guess. So like I feel like a little bit awkward lah, because of like I don't know how to like, you know,
respond.
react. Suddenly macam like speechless. Like, you know,
Bring me the flowers and the ring. Let me have a look at it first.
like, no, I never expect for flowers because I don't like flowers lah. Yeah, like at least like, you know, like, propose me nicely lah. Then you give me like that for what? You know? You ask me like,
No,
what am I supposed to tell you?
Testing water.
Then after that, how am I supposed to know if you're serious or you're joking? Then after that, later he will like say, do you think I'm joking? Then Then after I say, because you're a fucking joke, that's why I know that you're joking lah. Then after I say, no, I am not joking. Then to the extent that we have like this kind of like conversation that make the surrounding things that we are quarreling. Like how to say, because like the way how we speak like way too rough something like that lah. Like we don't respect each other, whereby actually we do. So like the way how we like interact with each other makes people think like, gaduh.
Yeah.
Asal
It's I think it's not the following the norm what people are usually like having, you know. As long as both of you understand each other and are on the same page, yeah, doesn't necessarily that we need to follow how the etiquette of relationship is lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like,
Then I guess he's a joker from the way you say.
yeah, because like he always like, you know, I don't know how to say lah, he never be serious lah. Yeah. So like every time he never be serious, and a person sometimes like, you know, when the time that I feel the mood of like to be silly or what, right?
Yeah.
Then we'll get annoyed because of his way too much for him to like, you know, control lah. Because like I always do like random kind of faces to annoy him, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, because I don't know what to do really.
Sometimes
I don't want,
impromptu.
yeah. Sometimes like, you know, see like, hey, so silent okay, I think I need to do something like, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Bring the spark, yeah.
Yeah.
What advice would you like to share with those who are facing similar experiences like yourself?
Just don't think of anything. Yeah. Because like you're doing things right for your kids also. So you do like them, do them. Because no one can change each other also. Because the person itself, even if it's the same gender or opposite gender, they don't know your life, that kind of thing, your past, and why you have a kid, and why like the partner is not being responsible, that kind of thing. Or like, you know, maybe you have other reasons of like you can step up to like be a responsible mother instead without your ex-partner or what, because like, you know, the person is toxic or what. So you don't have to bring back all of the past, because once you really get the child, it's like you're turning yourself into a new leaf to like start new with your child. So you need to do things right to make your child see and be proud of you when she grows up or he grows up. It, like extremely power. That one my mother, you know, that kind of thing. Like I like, for me is that I like that kind of feeling, because like, you know, although it's like most of the time we talk to each other, like the way how I talk is like, you know, got got, you know, that kind of vulgarities and that kind of thing, like being open to each other despite of our age gap. Because like I want my daughter not to like exactly follow like me. I want her to know that whatever I do or like whatever I sacrifice for her, it's like I just want her to grow up to become a nice girl. You know, don't be so harsh with people. Yeah, because our surroundings, right, people are very mean and very bad and like to bring you down. I don't like those kind of like, you know, the reply back to be very harsh. I want her to be those kind of like well disciplined so that she know how to like answer things.
So respond more than react.
Yeah, because like sometimes if we are way too disciplined also, sometimes our response will be like, you know, make people feel offended and make things go big and worse. Yeah, so trying to avoid like that thing to happen lah. Yeah,
So
as much as possible. Yeah.
So you want her to get the strength from you, from the things that you have done, for her to see as being a role model, and then you are showing her flexibility. And if let's say there are some situations where it's a bit hard to make decision, it's okay, it's not the end of the world. You know, you can find a way how to resolve it by asking help, you know, sharing with you.
Because like for me is that I learned my lessons that every time when I did like those quick assumptions or like jump into conclusions, it really turns out bad. That is why I really want those people out there, for them to ever have extremely bad experience or trauma in their past, to just put a stop.
Break the cycle.
Really put the break. Because of like it really makes your next generation in the future, right? It will be the same cycle and it will be never a happy ending. Because as you grow old, right, you also want to see your child succeed on something that they want, instead of control them from what they want to be and just let them be what you want them to be. because that kind of mindset really makes the child become very aggressive, and not because of like they're aggressive because of education wise or what, it's because of their bad experiences of like being traumatized.
Yeah. In a setting where they are not able to choose, their choices.
Yeah.
They are being controlled or not being heard of, not being heard by their family or parents.
Because I don't like to the extent that people say that my child is being disobedient. Because for me, like, I see that, sometimes Malay show, then after that, they say, hey, you die must get this kind of like, certification, like for example, PhD or something, but they are interested in cooking. Then after that, when they suddenly take that course instead of this course, then it becomes a big issue.
Yeah.
Whereby they are doing things right.
PhD is permanent head dia manager. Okay, I got what you mean. It's you just have to let them choose their life, choose the passion
Because
that
kids
they want.
also have their right. Yeah, not only parents.
So what is your aspiration for yourself and your child?
Aspiration for my child and myself is just be us. Because we always being comfortable with each other to the extent that for me is that as long you're comfortable, there is no boundaries. If you did something wrong, then there is a borderline.
So you want your child to succeed in what she wants, what she likes, and you want your aspiration is to become a good role model for your child, for your daughter. And then
She pulled my hair and she pulled my hair, okay.
and she will draw the strength from you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Atikah. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank